A very common complaint of people who are trying to acquire a foreign language is finding people with whom they can speak on a regular basis. And this video is made with the intention of tackling this subject and trying to come up with a solution for the same. First, I'll let you know why is it difficult for people to find someone with whom to speak on a regular basis, and then I'll give you the solution to this problem. So first of all, we are ruling out paying for teachers online. Of course, I'm making this video for people who don't have the resources to pay for expensive teachers on italki, and if you can afford to pay for teachers on italki, there's nothing like it. It's the best thing you could do to improve your speaking skills. So the next best thing, if you don't have money to pay teachers on italki, is to find people on social networks. Now you can find them on Facebook groups, or you can find them on different applications that are built with the purpose of finding conversation partners. This is the first step. What happens later? You need to keep in mind that you have to tone your expectations down. Since there isn't any exchange of time for money, you will have to send a lot of messages to a lot of people to get answers to your questions or to your messages. A lot of the time, people are busy with their own daily life. They might be working, they might be studying, who knows. So instead of being dismayed at not receiving a reply to the first 10 messages you sent out to the first 10 people with whom you wanted to speak on a regular basis, try sending messages to 50 or 100 people. Then you'll get an accurate idea of how many people will respond to your message. That is the first part of the funnel, if you know what a funnel is in sales. Then based on how many people replied to you, you continue the conversation, and slowly over a period of time it will be clear who's willing to exchange their time with you and who is not. This is stage 1. If you've passed stage 1, great. Now here we come to stage 2. Stage 2 is where you found someone with whom you can speak with, and now you need to make sure that this person has enough of a reason to speak to you regularly. Here is where most people go wrong, and to illustrate why they go wrong, I'm going to use this pen. Now this pen has been made for the purpose of writing. If I want to write once during the day, I'll use this pen once. But if I want to write 100 times during the day, I will use this pen 100 times. All the while, this pen does not object because this pen is not a person. So I can use this pen for the purpose of writing as many times as I want without the pen objecting. Now, I'm not saying that people are actively objectifying others, but subconsciously we are treating our language exchange partner as someone who's built for the sole purpose of answering our queries. When we have that kind of an attitude, the person with whom we are speaking tends to feel a bit used. And what do we do when we feel used? We try and distance ourselves from this person who we feel is trying to use us. So if every conversation you start with this person revolves around you trying to clarify a certain doubt, you are giving the feeling to this person that you are trying to use them for the sole purpose. And this is the reason. Here is where most people observe that the conversation partner with whom they've been speaking for a while suddenly stops replying to their messages, or stops replying to their messages over a period of time. The reason is you are giving off the vibe that your conversation partner exists for the sole purpose of answering your doubts. Avoid this mistake at all costs. Make sure that your conversations do have pleasantries such as, hi, how are you, what are you doing, how was your day today. Now I understand you may not be seeking the answer actively, and the person who replies to you may not give you a completely honest answer. For example, if that person just lost his friend or his dog or his loved one, he may not divulge that information. But the idea of pleasantries is to let that person know that yes, you are treating them with dignity and they don't exist for the sole purpose of answering your queries. Once you have that in place, you have given this person an incentive to continue talking with you. Now that person knows that, okay, I am comfortable speaking to this person, and the conversation continues. Keep in mind two things. It's going to take a lot of messages to a lot of people before you get someone willing to reply to you. Number two is, once you find someone who replies to you, make sure you don't use that person as an instrument to have your doubts answered. If you can have these 2 points under consideration, and if you implement these 2 points that I just illustrated here, chances are you will find people willing to have a conversation with you, and this will help you improve your foreign language skills. If you think that what I'm saying makes sense, leave a comment. I'll be happy to read what you've written. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.